Hello, you guys. This is your Auntie Pam with our 86 that's spilling the beans by every means. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now, see this how this go. What we're gonna do is address the EBT issue, the food stamp issue. Now, my thing is, I understand, you got several million people that are on EBT, and at one point in time, oh, baby, who wasn't on it? Who wasn't getting it? The best thing since sliced bread. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Now, you get the help when needed, and then when you don't need the help or whatever, go ahead and get off it, the system. But every now and then, folks need help. I'm not gonna lie, like I was loving it, baby, when I was getting food stamps. But when I say I was loving it, I was loving it. But I did what I needed to do, which was buy food, for me, buy food for my household. But the thing about it is, when I stopped getting the EBT, I had a couple of friends or whatever that knew where the food banks were at. And at the time, even though I still sort of needed the help, you know how the government is, baby. They got the little cutoff point. You make over a certain amount of money, or whatever. They feel that you don't need it. Even though they don't know what bills you got to pay, what stuff you got to do. You get what I'm saying? So they just do the little cutoff point and tell you over. You don't qualify no more to get it. Okay, cool. Understand that. But I was introduced to a couple of food banks. Well, actually, um, it was a lady that gave me, I think, the name to like five different food banks. And then when I got there, there were other people that knew about other food banks, and they were able to give me the name of the ones that they knew. I think by the time I got through with my list, I had like 20 different food banks on the list. Okay, my thing is I wanted to help as many people as possible that was going through the same thing that I was going through. So what I would do was whenever I went to one of the food banks, I had made the list, I had printed the list out, I typed it up, I printed it out, and I would give it to the people because they were needing more than just one to go to, because you may go to one, they only gave you maybe like two little bags or whatever, enough food to last for 3 days, sometimes enough food to last for 1 week. Some places actually gave you enough food to last for a whole month, which was a real blessing. And then that'd be the killing part about it. Oh my gosh. People have that mindset to the point where you don't want nobody else to have what you have or to get what you get, especially when you feel that it's too good to be true. Oh my goodness, honey. That's a whole nother subject right there. Like, it was a couple of food banks that we were going to that was giving out like 12 bags of groceries. I'm talking about enough to last a family of three for like a whole entire month. And so, with it being just me, I would split mine between two other families, that I knew that, couldn't get the food, or couldn't afford it, or didn't have a car to get to the food bank or whatever, or, couldn't catch a ride. So I would split mine. That's just me. That's just how I am. You get what I'm saying? So I don't mind about helping people. I give you my shirt off my back. You know what I'm saying? And I got a big back. So, that's a lot of coverage. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind about helping folks. So, like I said, if I have any information, I'm going to give it to somebody, a neighbor or somebody that I know that's in need, around my town. Okay, so the thing about with the whole town, like I said, with the food stamp issue, like I said, I used to be on all that or whatever, like I said, this is a good thing. But what I don't like to see is when they're giving you the food stamp, they're giving it to you for you and your children, or you got some, like I said, some single people that may get it, or somebody that's on disability, or Social Security or whatever. But what I don't like and what I don't get is the fact that you don't give it to. I feel that you should give it to all the elders. You get what I'm saying? You done lived your life. For the ones that's getting the Social Security or disability or whatever, especially you over the age of 62. I feel. That's just me. Y'all let me know how you feel about it. But I feel that you should be getting it anyway, over the age of 62, because y'all already got enough on your plate where you have to budget your money to try to buy food, try to buy medicine, try to pay bills, try to do this, try to do that. You get what I'm saying? So, and to me, like I said, I just feel that all the elders should get it. But you're giving it to people that's mismanaging the food stamps and that's mishandling, the government funding. Okay. The thing about, okay, example. Like I said, when I moved here, and I had plenty of food. I had enough to actually give five different families. And I think at the time when a lot of people was coming around and they was like, we was basically, I guess you could say, introducing ourselves to each other and stuff like that. And we was looking in, everybody's apartment, like, oh yeah, I like how you decorated, how you got this, how you got that. And they were looking at my pantry, and my pantry was like full to the rim. Like, top to bottom, and even in my washroom I had food top to bottom, and I didn't know that it was a lot of elders that were on like Social Security disability, and they didn't have enough money. You had enough to pay the rent, light bill, maybe one other bill, but they didn't have enough for like food and medicine. And I stayed giving away food. I didn't care because, like I said, I can always get more. So I stayed giving away food, and then I gave them, like the places that I was, going to as far as like food bank that I used to go to. So I'm like, hey, go here, look yourself up, baby, get you some food. So that problem was solved for a lot of elders that were in my building. But like I said, they're giving the EBT to or the food stamp to people that don't need it or that's mismanaging the EBT. Okay, put it to like that right here. Like Letitia and Felicia now. I'm just throwing out a name. If that's your name, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I don't mean, But I go to the store. And we just gonna say Walmart because everybody know, we shop at Walmart. So but I'm looking at you with now, mind you, you getting the pandemic EBT, honey. So that's already a bonus. So you're getting that on the first of every month, and then on the in the middle of the month you getting your regular. Okay, so you got more than enough to be able to get you to handle your food needs. But I'm seeing a lot of them selling they food stamps. Now, I'm not gonna lie, back in the day, you had a lot of families that did that, but they were single parents that were selling the food stamps because they were trying to make ends meet, pay the bills, but they left out enough to be able to buy, for their kids to be able to still feed them, but still sold enough to be able to live. Cool. Do what you gotta do. But when I run around here looking at Letitia and Felicia and them, y'all in Walmart, y'all got two buggies. Not one, but two full buggies. And the killing part about it is your old man that's only living with you and staying with you in Section 8 and in the projects because you got 3 hots in the cot for them. You letting them run your food stamp card too. They got the card and they pocket honey like it's a doggone Capital One. Like really? Like serious? They paying for it and they swiping honey like it belong to them. Baby, it's getting cool, so that's the cuddle up, brother. But you know where to go when you want your 3 hots in the cut, though. Like I said, you slang a little wood, and y'all know what I mean. You slang a little wood, You look a little popsicle, you know what I mean. That's for the adults. You know what I'm talking about, and that get you through the door. Okay, so y'all give RayRay and Boo Boo and Tyrone them your card, and when you go grocery shopping in whatever store in whatever state you're in, I'm looking at two buggies. The first buggy got a whole bunch of junk food. And you wonder why your kid always sick and baby, get the baby some fruits and vegetables, honey. I, what's up with the doggone Lunchables and the hot pockets and the pizza and the French fries and the iced tea and the juice and the baby? I'm gonna need some apples and oranges in your buggy, baby. I'm gonna need a little lettuce and tomatoes. Make them a salad, some broccoli. I'm not seeing none of that. What the potatoes at? What a good lean stuff that's gonna give them a little meat on the bones, a little muscle. All that processed food and all that doggone sugar, and you wonder why your kid can't go to sleep at night. You ain't feeding them healthy enough. What the Flintstone vitamins? I don't see none of that in the buggy. None of it. But that part makes me mad. Just knowing that they're giving you all these food stamps and you can't eat, and we know buying healthy food is expensive. It is super. I go to Sam's and I've been to spend $200, and I come out of there, man. You got to bring your own bags up in Sam's. I come out of there with just two tote bags. That's just two little tote bags with 200, because it's expensive buying healthy. But baby, I'm sitting here looking at hot dogs, and I mean, and I understand. Yeah, you got the right to eat those things, but like I said, throw in the mix a little something healthy. I mean, Michelle Obama already talked about that. That was sort of the point of the initiative when she was first lady. She was talking about feeding the kids more healthier, and they were trying to get all the healthy stuff in the schools and all that. That was sort of like the point, baby. whole first bucket. When I tell you food, I was in Walmart and I saw food falling out this girl's basket. And I'm saying to myself, ma'am, you need help picking that up? Girl, I got it. It was 4 bags of potato chips and 3 packs of cookies that fell on the floor. But I can't tell you what to buy, but I done already tried with all these little young folks, honey. Because I'm old enough to be these folks' mama around here. But, we just going to keep it at Auntie Pam, okay? But, Tyrone, RayRay, he right beside you. What he got in his basket? He got lobster tails. He got lobster claws, crawfish, crab legs, shrimp, steak, filet mignon. You got T-bones. You got the good stuff in your basket. All the good stuff in your basket. But her whole basket is junk food. And I'm saying to myself, like, okay, we just finna see how this right here gonna pan out. So mind you, a couple of they had to be. This was like in 2015, and when I had moved from the projects, 2015, I had moved somewhere else, and it was sort of like a mixed community, but you still had a couple of women that was, oh my goodness, they needed help. I tried. So one girl, she let the old man, like I said, get the little food stamp card paper. You let him buy whatever he wanted and all that or whatever. He come home, he cook it up. He'll sit out there on the porch. Well, why did he sit out on the porch? Because he didn't want the children in his face while he was eating. But baby, it's their food stamps. But it belongs to them. That's why that's why the mama getting it, because this she wouldn't be getting it if it wasn't for the crumb snatchers. This is theirs. You're eating up their stuff. And you want to get mad because they looking in your face like, why are you eating? But them children don't know what crab legs and lobster tail. They don't know what none of that tastes like. And you sit here eating and telling them, get out my face, stop staring in my mouth, stop looking at me. Really? And you eating they stamps? But you want to tell them to get out your face? But she's so desperate to be with a man to the point where you sitting here letting him talk to your children crazy, but you eating up my children food stamps though. You better give him a piece of that T-bone. And I ain't talking about the bone. You better cut a little piece of that meat off of there. You better get my baby a crab leg, and you better open it up too. Let my baby see what seafood tastes like or what a steak tastes like, because you're eating up it belong to them. Really, to tell you the truth. Because you weren't finna walk out of there with no doggone $250 worth of no seafood, no steak. You weren't finna pay for that with no doggone money. Why? Because you broke and you over here staying with her. But you, okay. Oh, okay. That's the part that got me. And it happening to go on all the time. And that's what I can't stand to see. The ignorance of these girls. When I'm just calling it like it is. The ignorance of it. Because like I said, baby, we all need to be, everybody gonna have to have a piece of steak and some potatoes and broccoli, honey, on their plate. Not just you. You ain't the only one, honey, running around here with no shrimp Alfredo. My children finna see what this tastes like too. Because if I'm buying it with my car, my kids finna get some too. And if you don't like that, baby, you can go ahead and pack your one healthy garbage bag full of clothes and you can walk right on by my front door. How about that? How about that? Okay. Anyway, but this is the other killing part about it. You know what? We just gonna leave that right there for the part two. Okay? But this is your Auntie Pam with I-86 that, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. But let me know how y'all feel about these girls, because I don't want the video to be too long, but let me know how y'all feel about these girls right around here selling their food stamps though. Because see, my thing is, like I said, you getting the food stamps, but you're selling them. But that's gonna be on part two, the whole selling thing, that what I ended up seeing on them. But like I said, I don't feel that it's right for you to sit here and let Ubu, RayRay, and Tyrone them eat up your children food stamps, and then it's okay for them to shoot them out their face while they sitting here eating up all the good expensive food that they done saying about with your food stamp, because you're getting $700, $800, $900, $1,000. It's one girl, honey, that I know. This girl was getting $1,400 worth of food stamp. Now, I see that just made me want to call Uncle Sam, be like, look, excuse me, y'all made a mistake. I don't care if this girl do got doggone 5 kids. $1,400, really? I, at the most, you may spend 900 for you and the 5 kids for the whole month. Not no 14. Because if you run around here buying this cheap doggone garbage food that you're buying, because hot dogs ain't but $1. So if you're buying all this cheap garbage food that you're buying, then that's going to definitely last, and you're going to have stamps left over. But if you're buying healthy, I can see what $1,400 may come into play. If you're buying healthy, because if you're buying healthy for 5 kids, ain't you super expensive? Yes, $1,400, because you're definitely going to be paying at least $300 a week for the healthy food. You are, but like I said, just part 2 gonna hit you. When it do, you gonna see what I mean. But thank you guys for watching. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. I love you, and peace.